Hey, this is Notser, and we're taking a look at a different game today than what you're normally used to on my channel. This is called Fractured Space. It's a sponsored video, and they just released a brand new patch. This patch introduced a new game mode called Last Stand, and that's what we're going to be taking part in today. Last Stand pits you and two others in a defensive scenario against ever-increasing AI-controlled waves, and they do a pretty cute story with the AI controls where it's robots who have commandeered friendly vessels and they're using them against you. Oh my god, the travesty. And you have to go up against these robots who definitely don't like humans. They definitely don't like humans at all. And you know what? I don't feel any pity towards taking them out because of that. So Fractured Space, for those who aren't aware, has about 60 vessels right now. This particular vessel, the Destroyer, is a USR design, and there are 3 different manufacturers in the universe. I believe there is USR, Titan, and then one other. And the basic idea is they specialize in different things: energy, maneuverability, kinetic missiles, special support abilities, turrets, you name it. There probably is a ship with a build and a loadout that you will excel with. This particular ship is one where it has a long-range kinetic weapon that requires you aim. Some of the vessels don't require much player aim. You know, it's sort of homing. Something like, I think of the Needler in Halo. Man, I loved Halo. But there are different, obviously, strengths and weaknesses. So mine is very good at medium range. I can punch a ton of damage and do it very rapidly, especially in a vulnerable section. Notice the green beams on the ship? That is his friendly support vessels trying to heal him. But we just punched right through all of that defense. Took him out very quickly. This ship is very fun if you like seeing very big... Did that guy just ram me? He did. That little support vessel just rammed my ship. But if you like really big numbers, maybe you like battleships, this is pretty much a battleship. I'm trying to take out support vessels. Doing exactly what I did to your friend, just 30 seconds prior. Punching through that bow armor and then wiping him out. So you'll notice that we've worked our way to wave 4. The turrets are still up at our base. The base itself has not sustained any damage, but it's going to start getting harder and harder and harder to defend the sections before the enemy captures them. Once they capture them, they move to your home base, and you have to hightail it back to stop them, because if they're allowed to freely fire, they will wipe out your base very quickly. And look at this crazy ability that this ship is using against me. It's a tractor beam. He is able to pull my ship so far away from my defensive position I'm underneath him. I'm in a really bad spot. I don't have a lot of turrets that could fire him. However, he sustained a ton of damage, and we're able to finish him off. If he had a teammate that could follow up that gravity tractor beam, boy, I would have been in a really bad spot. But we're able to take him out, and I'm trying to take out enemy ships. That particular guy, he's using some projectile force field, and I can't fire over it. Gotta wait for it to go away. While that's happening, let's take out your other friend. Yeah, that's right. You just caused your friend to be destroyed. Sort of a double strike there. Not bad, not bad. However, the enemy has jumped into Alpha, and that's where we need to go. So you're encouraged to move around the map quickly, engage the targets rapidly, take advantage of your strengths. Obviously, you want to minimize your weaknesses, and yes, you just saw it. Those drones are trying to ram friendly ships. They've got a explosive payload, and if I could shoot them down before that, well, we'll be in good shape. Take out the support ships, though. It's very important that you take out the support vessels because the heal is very significant. The missiles, very significant. The damage, very significant. They don't have a lot of health, and I think I might be dying here. 3 enemy ships all around me. Yeah, we got wiped out. But that's okay. There's a respawn in the game, and as you die, the respawn takes longer and longer and longer. So you do want to minimize your deaths. Unfortunately, the enemy was successful in capturing the forward outpost, and they're trying to put pressure on our base. So I'm jumping from deep space. This is the respawn design. Jumping from deep space, and I'm going to get right back into the fight at our main base and try and defend against the enemy, taking out the defensive turrets. The turrets definitely help, so you want to keep them up as long as possible. And this enemy, he's presenting his broadside. Oh, so close, but there's giant buildings in the way. And friendlies are able to finish off the scalpel. I'm like, what am I looking for? Looks like everyone's dead. Oh no! There's an enemy ship behind the base once again. His bow is vulnerable. Looks like his starboard side is also vulnerable. And I'm just trying to punch rounds into that and take him out. So this ship definitely reminds me of something from Halo. The Mac guns. I love giant kinetic weapons in space. It's just something about it. It just feels like it does so much damage. So I found this ship. I've tried multiple ships, but I found the destroyer and I was like, oh yeah, that's what I like. I like to see your armor just devastated. And the kinetic definitely benefit more from the armor being completely out. And he's using some weird projector to protect himself. I don't really know. Friendly is taken out, and I'm going to try and take this guy out quickly, before we sustain too much damage. We need to support our teammate at the Beta Quadrant, the easternmost. This guy's behind me, too. And I made a little bit of a mistake here. I presented my starboard side, which has lost all of its armor. So now he's going to do tons of damage. I should have rotated the ship to my port side, or my bow, or my stern, and presented that side. But the enemy is making more mistakes than we are, and we took him out. And yeah, when an enemy blows up, and if you're in close proximity, you will definitely be displaced. So be careful. But base is secure, heal ourselves up. We jump into the Beta Quadrant where the teammates are basically cleaning it up. And I don't have line of sight on this guy. That's the one issue with the destroyer. It doesn't really have a blink or a speed boost or anything like that that would really help me in this particular situation. I will absolutely try and fire on him, and he just blinked back. He just moved back even further where I can't see him, and of course the one time I can see him, there's giant pillars in the way. But he's gonna die very quickly. Combined might of the team, everything's looking pretty good. Unfortunately, we had to jump back home and then right back into the fight, where 3 ships, and these ships are annoying. They are blinkers. They are very difficult to keep track of. They do tons of damage at close range, and I am all by myself here, trying to punch through this guy's port armor, which we do, trying to kill him quickly. I'm sustaining a ton of damage. My port armor is completely gone. And I know those 2 enemy vessels, yeah, they're really close. Oh, they're just jumping around. Just look at how quickly they're jumping around. They captured the base. They're going to our home base. We've got to also follow them home. And I'm like, where'd they go? They went home, Notser. Well, that's where I need to be. So there's about 60 ships, all with unique loadouts, unique abilities. You can further customize those abilities to be close range, medium range, long range, some manual control you can add to it. On top of that, you've got a crew of 5, 1 commander, and then 4 you can interchange. These crewmen are earnable, and they have unique abilities that are energy based, kinetic base, they enhance your ability to use those weapon systems, and then on top of that, you can add even more customization with some implants. So there's a lot of tweaking that you can do to your ships, which is pretty cool. You can make yourself be super all in on your main battery, or you could be super utility. You can make your energy really good. Some ships have a variety of loadouts, energy, kinetic, missile, all together. Others, it's all kinetic. So if you were to load all kinetic base implants and kinetic base crew, you're going to benefit way more on those particular ships and those particular loadouts versus ships that are more balanced in their approach. Now, I don't know this for certain, but I think energy's better at breaking down shields, or kinetic's better at breaking down shields. Regardless, you want to try and always go for the vulnerable spot of any ship. When it's vulnerable, it takes extra damage. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm taking out the support ships. When I take the support ships out, it's much easier to take out the larger ships. These particular support ships, they're healing. And healing is annoying. And we just lost a friendly, unfortunately. So if I can take out these support ships, thank you, we can work on ships that have already sustained damage. And I definitely don't care about the target that is using some sort of shield emitter. We just lost another turret. We don't have any turrets left. So this is not looking good. We're only on wave 7. But as long as we play it out right. So in this position, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go after one ship and line of sight the rest. This little tiny ship is very vulnerable. He's a support ship. He can heal his teammates. But because I'm behind the building, they can't engage me. So if I can take this guy out, come on, stop moving. He's so tiny and fast. If I can take this guy out, is he gonna ram me? No, he's just very close to my ship. And you can see a ship that maneuvers very quickly can always present a side of the ship that is not vulnerable. Whereas these larger, lumbering ships, it's much more challenging for them to hide that vulnerable section of the ship once it is unlocked. So you should be able to rapidly kill these ships once that particular section is vulnerable. I definitely am punching it right through his starboard side, and I'm trying to aim right where you think I'm aiming, where that melted armor section is, and we're doing tons and tons of damage. My starboard side is vulnerable, and he is doing a ton of damage, so I'm gonna go hide behind this building. Gonna try and get him to target a different section of the ship or another friendly. Sorry. I really don't like it when he's punching through the vulnerable section. And the bottom is very vulnerable on a lot of large lumbering ships. You can see the target it presents. He just can't. He can't hide it at all. In order to hide that, he would have to get distance. I'm way below him. There's just no way. And the enemy is definitely becoming a challenge to deal with. They have, of course, captured the eastern and the central forward outposts, and they're threatening our base right now. This is bad. Support ships trying to take them out with my AoE. That's right mouse button. It sort of is like ranged depth charges. That would be the best way I could describe it. And we've got a lot of bad ships incoming. There are, it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 large main battleships with probably 10 support vessels. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this guy's taking a lot of damage. He's vulnerable. Doesn't matter that he has enemy support vessels healing him. We found the vulnerable spots and we were able to punish it. Just trying to clear out any of these little support vessels that are close by while trying to defend our base. The base is vulnerable. It's taken 50% life damage, and it's not looking good, right? We are in a situation where it's like, yeah, please hold out. Please try and take out this target. He's getting a lot of heals. Can I find a section? Ooh, he has a significant amount of a ship that is vulnerable to fire. Mine is still in a good spot. It still has its shields up on its port side. That's the most vulnerable. Oh, God, come on. Kill him. Kill him. There we go. And let's just finish off some of these supports. They really turn the tide for their team if they're left up. You can see how hard it is to damage them. Once they're taken out, though, and a large enemy vessel presents a ton of his side, he's not going to be long for this world. He will sustain a ton of damage between everyone firing on him. Friendlies near me, our base is almost dead. Trying our best to keep it alive. Trying to take out the enemy who's rammed my friendly. Right, get off of him. Get off of him. Who said you could touch him? Who said you could touch him? I think we might do it. I think we might defend the base. Friendlies are alive. Looks pretty good. Enemy is not very tanky, so we are definitely punishing his starboard side, and he's trying to present the other side of his ship. As long as you know what you're trying to do, these ships die so quick. So I'm just trying to stay in a position where I still have armor while taking out the target. And locate, locate, locate. If I can keep hitting the same spot, they will die so quick. Come on, come on. There we go, there we go. I think we recovered. I don't know how long we can keep this up, though. Friendlies are going to go capture the eastern quadrant, the beta quadrant, to deny that wave. And throughout this particular game mode, you are presented with upgrades that will increase your ship's health and attack ability, utility, all that stuff. As long as you're in a base, forward or home, you can upgrade your ship, and this specific attack, defend, utility are offered, I think, every other or every third, and they'll just increase your rate of fire, increase all the, reduce the cooldowns so you can use them more often. And oh gosh, these are the dangerous one. This ship can cloak, blink in, and do tons of shotgun damage. He is trying to take the friendly, sort of this love pirouette dance of death, trying to keep him alive. God, did you see he died so quickly? Come on, your death will not be in vain. Yes. Couple enemy support ships. Take them out, please. Thank you. 2 more. He can also project a dummy that will obviously make players who are unaware cause them to fire and waste rounds on it. But we took it out, Yeah, it was a waste. Oh god, it's just me here defending. Trying to slow them down, trying to take it out. He's in a bad section where I don't really have the ability to fire on him. But eventually, our turrets rotate, we're able to take him out. There's the decoy. And let's get to the final stages of the battle, where we've gone 10 waves. We've done a pretty good job of fighting the enemy, and oh my god, this guy's taking tons of damage. Someone has a giant beam cannon. Can we kill this guy before his friends show up? No, his friends are definitely here, but he is presenting a vulnerable side of the ship. Take him out, take him out, take him out. Of course he has a shield. Ah! Oh, look at the kamikazes. They're gonna go damage stuff. They got beams. Oh no! I am not built to kill the support vessels. There's no way I can kill these fast enough. They're dropping turrets. EMP on my ship. That's sort of that electronic appearance. Means I can't use my abilities, and oh yeah, this is pretty much over. Taking tons of damage. I need to not present my starboard side. The armor is gone, Notser. But it really doesn't matter. I'm the only one left. Get wiped out. They're focusing down the main base, and absolutely it's gonna fall. But we got to wave 10, did pretty good, I think. I definitely enjoy the aspects of Last Stand. It's pretty cool. that you get to, it's a little less stressful than a 5v5 MOBA game. Let's be honest, MOBA can definitely cause some stress. It's a nice change of pace, and it also helps you learn the ships in a safe environment, and then you can go out and go hardcore in the MOBA part of the game. So I really enjoyed my experience with this. It's cool that they added it. I'm really happy that they added it because it's definitely intimidating for me to pick up a MOBA and having to learn all the intricacies. But in this scenario, I can play it, progress, and have fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.